And then we find a lot of people are like, is she from Trinidad? Is she Trini? There's so many Trinidadians all over New York and Atlanta and Nashville and stuff.
Yeah,
They're like, yeah, Trini to the bone! Trini to the bone!
definitely in New York.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I just sent you a request.
Okay, I'm adding you in. It should load in a second.
Yeah. Yay! Hi, guys. All right. Hi, Wande. All right, guys. So if you guys are on Facebook, and it's the audio is kind of bad, I always tell you guys to go to Instagram. So Instagram audio sounds pretty good. We're good to go. All right.
Yep.
So we're ready. I'm so excited. Hi, guys. So my name is Rebekah Fuentes. They call me Becky. All the way from Trinidad. That's Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean. So I'm going to talk a little bit slower than usual because I know a lot of Americans that don't really understand our fast accents. But we're going to have some fun tonight. All right. So guys, I started to do these interviews with these hip hop guys because we've had them come to Trinidad a few times and it was a lot of fun. The interviews turned out to be a lot longer than usual. And I wanted to share this side of artists that a lot of Trini people don't really see. So I know a lot of my DJs are hopping on and all of my other promoters and artists are hopping on. So we're going to get to the bottom of who Wande is. She's so beautiful. She's like so sweet. We talked a little bit just now, so I'm excited. All right. All right, girlies. So tell me about how's quarantine been treating you so far, like with your family? Do you guys play games? Do you run out in the yard? How's church?
Yeah, so I mean, quarantine and everything has been a lot of fun. So me, like, I live out here in Atlanta just with my family, and or not with my family. I live out here kind of solo, actually. So I've just been kind of staying productive and like just figuring out things to do. Definitely during quarantine, I released my album, so that took up a lot of my time and stuff. And so it's been an interesting season. But with my church and stuff too, like I lead a small group, so like I spend time with them every week and like, well, virtually, and then just different stuff like that.
But you lead the group, but you're 24. How old are is it like much younger kids, like teens?
Oh, it's like young adults, so people
How
in the
old
same
are the
age group.
kids that you lead in church? What's the name of the church group? You can hail them out.
Yeah, so it's a Victory. Victory is the name of my church, and so basically the group is like the same age as me. It's just young adults. So some people actually are older than me. Some people are like 30. But yeah, so it's like a group, and so we meet every week. There's like about maybe like 15 of us, and so we meet on Zoom calls every Tuesday. And so our church has services for young adults on Tuesdays as well, like in addition to Sunday. And so we'll have our young adult service on Tuesdays, and then after that we'll just like meet up and talk about Jesus and how we can grow and stuff like that.
Okay, I know this wasn't a question, but sounds like if your week is pretty packed. How are you balancing it all? I mean, you're 24, you're an artist, you're a church leader, you've got home, you've got family, you've got commitments, you've got to go to the grocery, you've got to cook, you've got to sleep. How are you handling it? Like, how do you keep track of what you have to do on a daily basis?
I mean, I try to make a list. So definitely I'm someone who's like naturally go with the flow, but like since I'm go with the flow, I'm noticing like that can leave you prone to like not getting stuff done sometimes. So I've been just like a really big list taker now, like trying to check off things and basically get it done.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna go to the second question, guys. It's not a lot. Tell me about the first album that you did. What the process was. Oh, forget. Okay, let's go way back. Let's go way back. So not even the first album with Reach, but like you were doing music on your own. Do you know that like the studio? You want to hail out the studio, the producers, and how was the first process of doing your first song?
Yeah. So creating the album was a definitely interesting process, but I enjoyed it a lot. And so with that, like basically it was kind of just came naturally. So like creating the songs. So for instance, the first song, I made it with someone named Taylor Hill. And with that particular song, essentially it came naturally. Like we were just in the studio together. And when we were in the studio together, like I just kind of like felt like what God was telling me to say. And so that's kind of like how the songs came to life. But for me, like I always just kind of pray beforehand. I'm like, hey God, like whenever I'm about to go into a session and create, like just speak through me and let me know what you want me to say. But I'm definitely a beat first person, so I like hearing the beat first and then matching the words to that, because I like things to feel natural. So I feel like if you try to put words onto a beat that doesn't match, like you might make something weird.
Thank you,
So yeah.
I see all your scars, my nose never falls. Hey. You shine like a star, Yeah, I'm talking about Oluwati de. I know go every no more because I know Oluwati de. Hey.
All right.
Vibes upon vibes. I know a lot of you guys are jamming to that one because somebody said they were dancing in their room.
Yeah.
Just been just checked. Christ Child, my official DJ in Trinidad is DJ Christ Child, who plays your stuff. He loves it, loves hip hop. Christ Child, you can hear me loud and clear, right? You said everything sounds great. Yes.
It's beautiful.
Leave it like that. Don't touch anything. They're all like, leave it, don't touch anything. Listen to me, brah. Nobody be laughing at us tonight, okay? All right, let's go. Let's get this thing cranking. All right. So, guys, we're going to talk about her music journey. I want to know from Wande, her music journey. Where did it come from? Was it a granny? Was it an uncle? Did she come out the womb singing and clapping and rapping? So, let's hear Wande. Where did your music journey start from?
Yeah, so it actually started because of a biology class, very random, but nobody in my music does music. Nobody in my family does music like at all. And so I actually started music because my biology teacher had a project set up for us over cellular transport. And yeah, and so she was all like, oh, you don't want to do like a PowerPoint to describe it or write an essay, you can do a rap. And I was like, why would you not choose this? This is way easier. So I chose the rapping option. My friends were thoroughly impressed with my rapping ability. And it was something definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I definitely enjoyed it a lot. And that's essentially how I started rapping. And that's where my rap journey began.
And so you're 24 now. That was like 10 years ago? You were 14, 15, 16?
Yeah. I was like 15. So that was like 9 years ago, 9 years ago. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is. And then your first song was, how did it come about? Was this before or after you were singing in the toilet? Like you were singing in your pastor
My first song actually came about because first I just did freestyles because those were easy. So I used to just record fun freestyles and put them on YouTube and do YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And essentially that's how I got my start. And then after that,
Are they still there? Or you pull all of that down, baby? You took it all off of YouTube?
I have some. I kept a little bit up on the internet, so you can find maybe one or two on the internet. I deleted a lot too because they were like, you don't need to hear that.
Yeah.
But I'm even shocked because people were still commenting on them, being like, "Oh, I enjoy this," and so shout out to the people who were supporting back then. Those are just real supportive people. But yeah, that's kind of how I got my start and started making it.
All right. So, anyone in your family does music? Honestly, where did you think, okay, God, you gave me this talent, but did it come from somebody else? Did the anointing flow from someone in your family and just touch you?
There's no musicians. My mom's a nurse, my dad, sells cars. So there's no music correlation in our family.
I know you talk about stuff you're singing and you have to explain the rap to your mom. You're like, Mom, this is what it is. Let me break it down for you. But is she catching on though? Is she yeah, I get it now. I understand now.
Yeah, now they understand. But I know at first, I just kind of never had that conversation with them because I already knew, because we're African, so that's not usually a career choice that you choose. And so I just never explicitly was like, oh, I'm going to be a rapper. I just kept on rapping and kept on doing shows until it's like, oh, this is my income now, surprise. So,
Yeah, because I know your family. You guys are from Nigeria, from Africa, and then you moved over when you were like 4. Was it 4? When your
I was like a
family
baby. Yeah.
baby. Do you think you, or I don't know if you put it in already, but did you put any of your Nigerian culture, your music in your music as yet? Like, did you bring that over as yet, or you intend to? Wink,
No,
wink.
yeah, definitely gonna put it a little bit more in the future, but put a couple, like, so, like, for instance, in No Further, the song that we sang earlier, in the background. So if you don't understand the language, you might just think I'm just vibing, but I'm actually speaking another language. I'm speaking Yoruba.
Swahili
So,
or something like that. What language is it
yeah,
that you're singing in the background?
yeah, it's called Yoruba, and so Yoruba is like a Nigerian language, and so that's basically what I'm speaking in the background. And yeah, I'm just I'm saying like thank you God and stuff like that in the background of the music. But in some different songs throughout the album, like you'll hear Yoruba within the project. And so some people were commenting Wakanda, like
Yeah,
yeah,
Wakanda. And then somebody said your real name is Yawande. You know, what does Yawande mean? Like, where did mom and dad pick that name from?
yeah, it means the mother has come.
Oh, beautiful. That's so cute. That's really cute. All right. So you were singing at church in the washroom. The pastors heard you, and then you did what? Like from there, what happened next?
Um, Essentially, it was just like a journey. So I was in high school whenever I found out I could rap. So essentially, it was like, okay, I'm making YouTube videos showing all the kids at lunch my songs.
Mhm.
Then fast forward a little bit, go up to college, and so there's different student organizations in college, like who have concerts, or it's like, oh, we're throwing an event, we need entertainment. So from there, like it looked like on campus, like people would call me and it's like, hey, we're having a show, like, do you want to perform? And I'm like, sure. So like basically for almost like every student organization at my university, like I was the entertainment, and so I did that, and then essentially I got an internship. So I did a lot of internships, but the major one that like kind of got me to this station was the one with the Reach Records. And so whenever I did that internship with Reach, that's essentially how I ended up here today.
Yeah, because I know Reach would send out an email. Did you do it through the email? I know they'll send an email, be like, hey, it's internship that time again. Send in your resume, and we'll, have you guys come over for the summer and do some internship, some jobs. Is that how you did it, or did you have like someone inside and you're like connected,
Yeah,
or?
definitely I had no type of connections at all. So I applied, but I literally, like, I can remember I was in my friend's room, and it's funny because it said don't apply if you're a rapper, but I just applied anyway, and I was like, God, you see my heart. So I applied anyway, and yeah, I getting accepted.
So you were like, secretly sneaky. Girl, you see my heart. But
sometimes you gotta shoot your shot.
It's a good one, because you were doing that for a good while and nobody knew that you could rap, right?
Yeah. So I kind of kept it. I kept it private. You're gonna find out eventually, but I'm already here, so you're not gonna fire me. So.
Okay. All right. So guys, the next question. I have one more question, and we're gonna hear another song. So the next question is the story, the official story of how you became the first female Christian hip hop rapper under Reach Records, the first one in 16 years. I mean, Reach Records has been around for like 16 years. It's now what, like 17 years? So tell us that funny story on that special day and what they said, like what did Ben and Ace and all of them said. Because a lot of people on here don't know.
Yeah, so that was definitely a surprise in general. So at my job, I used to work in like the A&R department. So one thing that we started doing were like yearly meetings with artists to like your vision and your plan for the year. So that way we can figure out how to best serve you for the year and make sure you meet your goals. So we had done one for few, and then it was the next, and they were like, okay, we're going to do one for RG. It's like, okay, bet. And so I'll get ready to go into like the conference room like usual. We're about to plan our meeting, and then while I'm sitting in the conference room, they're like, "Man, he said forever. Like, I don't know where this kid is." And I'm like, "Yeah, but also it's kind of normal. Like, artists are usually late and stuff, so it's not like too abstract." And so then they're like, "Yeah, like let's just play music to pass the time since a year." And I'm like, "Okay." So I started playing my music, and I'm like, "Aha, that's me." And so they're playing the music and everything while I'm in there, and then essentially like after that the executive team walk in. So the executive team walks in and they dance to the music too, And then I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Like, I don't know why they're in here dancing to the music like that, but whatever. So I'm expecting them to come dance a little bit, then walk away. But instead, they come in and they sit down. And so whenever they end up sitting down, I'm like, oh, why am I being surrounded? And so then they like turn on television and it's like a PowerPoint with my face on it. And I'm like, okay, this is getting really weird. And then they're like, oh, this is not an artist planning meeting. This is a meeting about you. And I'm like, what? And so Reach, like, we have a really fun company culture. So like, I'm sitting here like, I can't tell if this is a prank or if this is serious. So I can't show my excitement yet because I don't know. This is kind of a lot. And then they're like, no, we're being very serious, like this. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I kind of sit there and I'm like, whoa, like this is crazy. Like what I've been like hoping for like my whole life. And so it's just like amazing seeing it all come into like fruition.
Yeah, because I mean, you've been around these people for a good while. So, you know, pranking is a daily thing. Agreed. Mm-hmm. So it was legit. So everybody's like, yeah, you scouted me out. They were checking me out. So on behalf of all of us, congratulations. All right, what did you do on that first day though? Like, did you go celebrate with mom and dad and friends, and did you go for a big pizza and be like, yeah, I'm gonna eat this big steak?
Mm-hmm. I know. So on that first day, we all went out to lunch. I know, like everybody, office, like we went out and ate lunch. It was weird. I had to like keep it a secret. So like, but I went out to lunch. That was a lot of fun. And then I called my friends and stuff. So I know whenever because I actually live in Georgia, like solo, and then my family lives in Texas. Whenever I went back to Texas, like we went back and celebrated a little bit too.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so guys, we're gonna hear another song. What song are you gonna play for us? And tell us a little bit about this song, like a little background, describe it. Why did you write it? What's it all about?
So I'm gonna do a song called Iconic. And yeah, I like this song. It's a lot of fun. Iconic is kind of just talking about my background of where I'm from. It's talking about how like despite the odds of like what you may have against you, like if God is on your side, like things are gonna work out, and He has like a master plan that's just iconic, and it's hard to even see.
All right, cool.
All right, cool. So I'm about to plug this in real quick so we can do the song. 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna plug this in too.
Let's pray that it all works out fine.
Okay. 1 second. There we go. All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's take it back. I'm talking Naja things. 96, cross that ocean, hit that scene. Hey, a better future, yeah, they came for me. What can I say? Came a long way. Hey, I changed overnight. Yeah, family funds were tight. Yeah, parents working nights. Yeah, just so they survive. Yeah, God was on our side. Yeah, said we'd be alright. Yeah, so tight. Yeah, greatness in your sight. Yeah. Yeah, I see, oh yeah, hey, I see, yeah, iconic, kinda that's out ironic, yeah, hey, yeah, right on time. I came from the bottom for real. Okay. 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 Iconic. Kinda that's out ironic, yeah. Who'd have thought it? Got it done. Right on. Got it elevated.
Oh my gosh, this thing is like skipping.
Easy way on the incline. Got all this pressure put on me, but it made diamonds. Keeping the shine, now they want mine, yeah. Now it's time. God done to me out the shell. If I change, I became a true reflection of His love. With a price, yeah, He bought me. I'm so free thanks to His help. Just some time. Who'd have thought that I succeed being myself? Whoa, yeah. Okay, okay. Okay. I got it. Kinda that sound ironic, yeah. Who'd have thought it? Got it on use the sonics. Came from the bottom for real, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, hey. Ease my mind, yeah. Have your way, Lord, free my mind. Hey. I will pray, Lord, have your way. Hey. Have your way here every day. Yeah, yeah, cause you see that it gets hard. I get tired, but he rose, so inspired. Walk by faith, not by sight. Life is dark, I was blind. I been down, not for long. Ain't the end, pass it on. Got a light, I'ma shine. This the start, not my prime. Hey, ooh, 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 yeah. Lord, what you want, I'ma do. Hey, yeah, I'm a part of your crew. Ay, anybody you can use. Hey, with you I can never lose. Ooh. Yeah. Anybody you can use, yeah. I came from the bottom for real. We rose from the bottom for real. I came from we rose from the bottom for real. Ay, I caught it. Counted us out ironic, yeah. Who'd have thought it? Got it unused the sonics. Hey, hey.
All right, guys, y'all doing a lot of play, right? I know sometimes you're sticking now and then. All right, cool. So that was iconic, guys. We're gonna head into some questions, and then we're gonna come up with some more music. For all of you guys who are locked on, tell us where you're from, tell us where you're watching on, where you're locked on. We'll give you guys some heal out. Do not profess your love online for one day, okay? And be like, yo, I want to marry you, sis. You're so gorgeous. So control yourself, control the love, right? Control the love. But tell us where you guys are from.
Where y'all repping from? Where y'all repping
Where you're
from?
from? Where you guys locked on from? Ohio, Alyssa. Cincinnati, Ohio. Hi.
Cincinnati, it's lit.
Trinidad is locked on. Durban, RQ13, Durban. Nice to have you guys locked in. Evansville, Austin, Texas.
I've been there. Oh, Austin, gang.
Y'all know she's from Texas too, right? South Carolina. Trinidad is on.
Yeah.
Nigeria. While we're hitting on people, Wande, you want to see anything in your Nigerian language for us? You can say anything for us.
Sure. You know, Bawoni, that means how are you?
Oh.
That means
Tampa, Florida is on. Hey guys. All right, cool. So we're gonna lock into the next question. The next question isn't too much of a next question. It's just, what advice do you normally give? I mean, I know you've been there for a while. You're at A&R, so you know the struggle is real. You know the struggle is real out there. It's really tough for all artists, for all kind of genres, all the different genres. But what kind of advice do you give to the new artists that are trying to make it and sign with a label, especially signing with a label and having good management team around them, a good support staff around them? So what type of advice do you give to new artists, for all of you guys who are locked on?
Yeah, I would definitely say, like, so signing a deal, it's like a business agreement. So the more that you can come into with that agreement before you get to that table, the better. So like for artists who are trying to make it, definitely just learn yourself, you know, learn what you're capable of doing, and then keep on growing and fostering in that areas. Like if you look at sports, like sports is a great way to learn what you can do to your music. So sports, like before they have games, they practice every day. They already know how to play basketball. Like they already know how to dribble. That doesn't prevent them from practicing. So every day you'll see them at the gym working. So that way, whenever this comes to the game, they can execute. And like the same thing with music. So you have to keep making songs, like keep practicing, keep doing sing-alongs, keep doing covers and stuff like that, and keep performing, because every time you do that, you're actually getting better and better each day, and you're going to grow more and more fans. And so by that time that you actually come to a label, if that's what you want to do, and have an agreement, now you're coming with like something tangible. So it's like, oh, I already know how to perform. I already know how to write my own songs. I already know how to produce. And here's my fan base as well. So now we're doing a partnership versus like, if you come with nothing and say you have talent, but you come with nothing, like you're at the very short end of the stick with the label. And so kind of like if you look at it like with getting like a credit card, how we have some credit cards and stuff over here, like you don't want to, if you don't have good credit and no established credit and you try to apply for a credit card, you're going to get a really bad credit card because they're like, you have no established credit. We don't know. We can't trust you. So it's not going to be good. But if you have established credit and you already been doing this for a while and then you come to a credit card company, you're going to get a good credit card. and your credit score will go up, you know.
Mhm.
So the same thing just kind of applies to like your career if you're trying to make it, like, come into it with practice, and then so that way you can come into things with experience.
Okay, great. So, and also because in the 10,000-hour rule, that's what you guys say up there. In Trinidad, we tend to say, hit the pavement. You've got to hit the pavement before you can even pump up your chest. Yeah. My advice I give as a promoter, one advice I give as a promoter, especially for new young artists, is everything's on Google, everything's on YouTube, everything's on Google. Learn about publishing, copyright, learn about licensing, learn about legal stuff, learn about all the different the language of music, business music, learn the language of business music, how to do contracts. There's a lot of stuff online. There's a lot of booking agencies online that you can look, and they have their free samples that you can actually read. So by the time you get into a room, like Wande found herself into a room, she already had the knowledge of working there and read records. But when she got into the room and they were throwing all the jargons and all, she could understand. She's like, yeah, okay, cool. The reason why I say you need to educate yourself is because you don't want to be running down a manager, and then when you get the contract that has all these different things and you don't feel comfortable with it, you're going to be like, oh no, it's okay, let me jump to someone else. What you have to understand is everybody talks to everybody. Everyone knows everyone in the industry. True or not true, are they?
It's big facts.
Like, yeah, it's straight facts. Like up there in the States, down here in Trinidad, no matter where you are, everyone knows everyone. And you want to keep your reputation clean and intact. You don't want people to be saying, oh my gosh, so and so came at you. You know they went like this one and that one and that one, like they're jumping. You don't want to be jumping around. You want to be sure of your ministry and sure of your music and sure of what you want. The only way you'll know what you want for your business music side is if you do your research. So that's my advice. All right, take it or leave it. All right, so here comes the tough question. This is the question I told you about the reoccurring topics and themes in your music. Now, guys, I like to ask this big question for artists because it's all about their life. It's not just about Wande the singer. It's about Wande being the daughter, the sister, the best friend, the church leader, the ministry, the community leader. If it is that Wande was to leave or something was to happen, God forbid, that's not going to happen. But what would her legacy be? What would we see in a bottle? If we were to take all of who Wande is and put it in a bottle, what do you think that would sound like? It could be one thing, could be 3 things, could be 10 things. What do you think people would say about you that you stood for?
Yeah, I think I definitely want to just say that, like, I stood for encouraging people to pursue their purpose that God's called them to do, and just encourage to point them back to God in general. So I think that kind of sums up like what I want to do, because I feel like God gives us a calling that each of us are called to accomplish in life, but because of experiences such as fear or just people talking down on us and stuff like that, like sometimes it can deter us from accomplishing, who we know that he's called us to be. And so I think in my life, I've noticed that God's given me a gift of encouraging people and they actually listen. And so definitely I just throw that into my music now. So where with my music now, I encourage them like, hey, pursue God, like he's there for you. And I encourage them to just remember the things that God has told them in his word about who he is and, how he'll be there for you. And then ultimately just pointing people back to God. So I think for me, like whenever people listen to my music, I want them to like have fun, but after they listen to the music, like I want them to be like, wow, like this makes me want to go spend time with God. Let me go read my Bible. I haven't done that, So I think when people look at my life, like I think if people can say like my life inspired them to go spend more time with the Lord and my life inspired them to go deeper in their relationship with God, I think that I've accomplished what I needed to do in terms of my legacy.
Okay, great. Because I think you definitely have that discipleship drive in you, and therefore you're definitely a mentor for a lot of young people. I mean, there's a lot of young girls in Trinidad. I know 1 or 2 rappers that we have down there, female rappers down in Trinidad. I've had them at my shows, and they're always like, oh, there's just a handful of them out there that I can listen to, I can look up to. So I'm like, nope, there's Wande. There is Wande. There's Heson Lee, there's Wande, there's Heroes, there's Hillary Jane, there's Angie Rose, there's a good pool of you girls.
Man, we got caught.
Yeah. So how do you think, because I know last year you're talking to Russell in your interview, you're talking about integration. You're talking about integration of men and women. So from then till now, do you see a lot of that happening now where the men, we're not bashing the men, we love you guys through and through, right? But we're just talking about integration of the male artists with the female artists? Do you see that happening? Because I know, are you still in the A&R department? Like you now have a stronger voice in there?
I mean, I've retired from the A&R department.
I know you did, but I'm like,
artist.
You can still copy in your head and be like,
It's like,
this one, scout this one, and then close the door.
Yeah, it's convenient because I can, like, you know, send some text messages like, hey, you go.
Yeah.
But sorry, I'm like I almost choked. But yeah, I think I'm seeing a little bit more integration. So like, for instance, like Hugh hit me up and he's like, oh, I want you to do a song with me real quick. And so he sent me a song, and like I have other friends too who are artists who like have sent me songs and like, hey, I want you to hop on this. So I think it's just interesting. It's like with artists, a lot of times it's friendship. So it's like, I don't know, it's like you have to live in community too. So it's like an interesting part of like just getting to know some of the other artists too. Because artists do feel really sensitive about their art. Like it's like their baby. So if they're going to invite you onto it, it's like, oh, I have to feel like I can trust you with it. So, but we definitely are making a lot of progress with like guys like now trusting like I'm competent to do you know. So we're making some progress.
Okay, great. I'm excited about that because I mean, whenever I try to do shows, it's like 98% male artists in Trinidad, and I'm like struggling. I'm like, okay, where are all the females? Where are all the female worshipers? The contemporary music, the R&B, the jazz, you know, the rock female artists. Y'all are out there. If you need help, you can just be like, send us little DM in Wande. I don't know if you do this, but yeah. Don't send it to me. I've got too much on my plate. No, it's just fine. But yeah, if you guys need help, get a good core team around you and let them push you. Market, all right? Okay, cool. So we're gonna hear one more song, and then we have like 2-3 more questions, and we're good. So what song are you gonna play for us? Tell us about this song. Like, where did you get the inspiration from for this song?
All right, I'm gonna do a song called Wakanda, and this song's kind of inspired by just like, you know, just like women empowerment, showing that there's like a lot of more women here in the industry, and like God has made us competent, so you should go forth with confidence. Also, I threw some of my Nigerian language up into it, so you know you're gonna hear some Yoruba, and yeah, it's just like a lot of fun. So I'm excited to do this one. So gonna plug in my musical device to the phone now,
Yes.
and we're gonna get it started.
Let's hope there's no echoes. I'll just be like.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Okay. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, look, it's that freedom. I'ma lead them to the one that free my soul. Send it, Steven, once believe that I was really in control. Wasn't heathen, I was breathing, but still that inside, oh no. God done flip my story out right. Still I get them stereotypes. Whoa, ain't get the paint on me. I'm not the pictures of the frame on me. Rose from the bottom, put the strain on me, put the pain on me. Overcame all these, okay. I'm off the chain, I'm free, ayy. Won't tripping what to say about me, ayy. Even when there's no shade on me, cause the shade on me, put the shades on me, okay. Yeah, hey, okay. Here we go. Let them know. See that sitting? That's that flow. Okay. Yeah. Hey, ain't gonna, yeah, I'm gonna rise to the, yeah, ain't gonna stop, hey, I'm gonna rise to the, yeah, ain't gonna stop, yeah, I'm gonna rise to the top, whoa, ain't no stopping me, ain't no blocking me, I just gotta be me, yeah, I am proud to be me, got my squad around me, yeah, I keep God in my seat, yeah, it's my crown in my sleep, hey, you know, that's a fact, real women on a mat, really, we just getting started, where I'm headed, it's a ride, here we go, let them know, yeah, See the ceiling, yeah. That's the flow, whoa. Here we go, ayy. Take control, whoa. When you see the squad, you gon' know, ayy. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Okay. Yeah. It's me. All right, that was Wakanda. Woo.
Cool. Let's connect back up.
All right.
Everybody's like, she's preaching, yo, fire! You're busting the speakers on my phone. Yeah, that's a hot one. Like, I was playing the music all week, and I was like, yeah, Friday's gonna be fun. Friday's gonna be real fun. All right, guys. So, on to the next question. So, 24 years old, single. The boys are kind of like outside your camp. They're surrounding you. Your DMs are being filled. So tell me, as a kingdom woman, how do you deal with all of that? Like, how do you just let the men know where you stand? We talked about this earlier. So I was like, Wande, just be prepared, right? I'm going to talk about this, and you just let them know.
That's funny. Well, fortunately, I'm in a relationship, so I have a boyfriend, so that helps, curve a lot of the DMs that may come my way. So it's like, sorry, y'all.
I didn't say it. Wande.
Hashtag team taking.
I didn't say it. She said it. Say it one more time. Let them hear it. Say it one more time.
Your girl Wande is hashtag team taking. I'm sorry.
All right, cool. So tell me about your core team of friends. Like, who do you have around you? Just give a big shout out to your core team. Like, who do you share your dreams with, and your passion and your vision with? Like, for your life, your ministry. Who do you share your secrets with?
Yeah, so my core team, it's like evolved over time, but ironically we work together. So a lot of like people who I'm really cool with, like for instance, my friend Bree. So my friend Bree, she like choreographs for me, but then we're also like just really good friends in general. And then we also like do our small group together as well. So like she's an example of like one person who's like really involved in like all aspects of my life in general, and just even other people, like, so for instance, like Erin, she's my manager, but like we're really cool too, and like we'll talk about God, and like we'll talk to each other just about life in general. And then that translates to like one of my roommates, like both of my roommates. I have a roommate currently now, we're really cool, and I have another roommate who I lived with before, and so we're really cool too, and like we talk about life in general. So like it's just kind of like a combination of that. Like so those people are really like, we're really cool with each other, and like we just do life with each other, talk about Jesus, and yeah, like they keep me grounded up in these streets.
And pump that Jesus music in the car and go pizza. Yeah. All right, cool. A lot of people on here, like some guys are like, bye, later. I'm like, you haters. Yeah. One is like, LOL.
They'll be
Come on, guys. All love up inside of here. All love. You're just too late, bro. Sorry. All right, tell us about a day in the life of Wande. What does your day look like right now?
Yeah, it varies, day to day, but a day in the life, it looks like I wake up. And so this week I actually started a new thing where I try to not read anything when I wake up. So I started a new thing where I wake up and I'm like, to the Bible app, not to anything else, because once I look at anything else, the day is over.
You're down the rabbit hole. You go down the rabbit hole. Yeah.
So it looks like waking up being like, okay, don't check the text message. Go to the Bible app. Right now I'm reading a devotional called Relationship Goals. So I read that devotional, then I read the Bible, then I start my day. And so, yeah, usually there's some type of message from my marketing department where they're saying like, hey, like here's an update, blah, blah, blah. So I usually answer that situation, get some Wande things out the way. Then I work on my personal projects. So I have some cool things coming out too, like I'm developing like an app and like other stuff like that. So I'll go and work on those things.
You can tell us more about that before you continue. Are you allowed to talk about that or no?
I guess I could tell you more. It's going to be out soon. So yeah, the app is essentially...
Make sure. I don't want to get like an email from like Mike and Ben. They're like, Rebekah, you're just pulling secrets from our artists. No, be sure.
But yeah, the app is essentially just like a way for young Christians to win in life. So it's like an app where I set you up with like, if you're just new to this Christian world and you don't know anything about this walk with God, I basically provide you with like, okay, here are things you can read. Like, so here are cool devotionals.
here are cool churches and cool sermons, and then even with music.
Great.
So it's like, here are cool, you know, R&B artists, here are cool rappers, here are cool worship songs and stuff. So it's kind of like just a starter pack for Christians in general who are new to this world, but like still want to be normal, but like just don't know anything. And so basically I'm relaying all the knowledge I learned from being involved in this world to anybody who wants to start their walk with God.
I think that's really awesome. Everybody on here is agreeing, like, yeah, relationship goals, awesome. No, I think that's a really, really great initiative. Like, you're creative and you care about people. Like, you're very compassionate. That's one thing I usually pick up. Like, yeah, she's compassionate. That's a huge, sweet thing to have, you know? Guys, be gentle, be sweet, be compassionate. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't cost you anything. All right, so we have like two more questions. Two more questions, and we're done with our last song. Yay! Oh my gosh! We went under an hour. My first interview in an hour.
It's crazy.
I know. All right. So, do you have any funny stories from touring? If you can share one or two funny stories. Yeah, I want to hear a funny story.
Yeah. So this is a funny story. One time we were on tour, and it was me, Lecrae, Tadashi, and I think Mike. He does photography and stuff. And we were in California, and we got these little bikes that are motorized, and like you can just like, it's like a scooter, like a bird scooter, the motorized scooter, but it was a bike version. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun at first. So I had a warning sign, but I didn't heed the warning. God gave me a chance when I didn't heed. So the warning sign was, I got on the bike and then I couldn't stop and I hit a car and I like slammed my face on it. And so they were like, "Yo, are you good?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm fine." And there was somebody in the car. That was a bad.
Oh no!
Like, it was okay. So, but that's not even the crazy part. So we keep going, and then essentially at one point we're almost like racing, but there was a pothole in the street and I didn't see it. And so we're on the sidewalk, so there's a pothole in the sidewalk, and so we're racing. I get caught in the pothole, and then I fly in the air like this, like Superman. And I'm like, and so I literally have 2 seconds to be like, am I going to injure my face, my hands, or my legs?
Hand, side, twist,
yes, I have to decide. I'm like, what am I sacrificing today? And I'm like, I don't want to hit my face, so I choose my hands. So I land on my hands, and then literally like my wrist, it feels like it's broken. And then it's so bad because we were racing. So like Lecrae and Mike are like racing. They're like, woo, woo, they think that like I'm stopping because I'm like tired. And then so Tadashi's the only one who sees that I like fell. And he's like, oh my God. And he's like, no, what's going on? And so, yeah, so shout out to Tadashi. That was MVP because we have to walk. We can't ride the bikes anymore because my wrists don't work and they're wrist activated.
They didn't pick you up. They didn't like, oh, let's pick up our little sis.
Well, they didn't know. Like, so like they're racing back to the tour bus. What? So like they had no idea that like I was injured. So they're waiting like at the tour bus, like, oh, they're taking forever. They're slow. But it's like, no, I was like actually injured. And so Tadashi, he was behind me. So then he's the only one who saw that I fell. And so so he walked with me like a mile to like go. So shout out to that. So he walked like a mile to find a CVS pharmacy, and then like I had to like wrap my hand up and everything. And then we get on the tour bus and my hands wrapped up, and then like Lecrae and them were like, wait, what happened? And then I was like, I fell. And they're like, oh my God. And so it was really funny though. But it was
just bruised, right? It wasn't like broken.
Yeah, so it wasn't broken. Luckily, it was bruised, but it probably took like I would say like 2 or 3 weeks to get back to normal. But
yeah, you got like a boo-boo, like your boo-boo scars and everything.
Yeah, it was definitely. I took a picture. Yeah, like my hand was like purple. So
oh my gosh, that's really bad.
I thought it was broken. Yeah, I went to the doctor, but he said like since I had range of motion that it's fine. But it was just like it hit like my palm, and it's like a weird place that like doesn't have bones, but it just has a lot of motion. So, but yeah, it healed. It healed. So I'm good now. So.
All right, thank God for that, right? All right, so any more fun stories? We have one more up the sleeve before we end up with our last question. Any more funny stories?
I'm trying to think. I mean, that was a pretty funny story. I mean, trying to think what happened on tour. Like that was such a while ago. What else did we do in the
What's one of the
situation?
weirdest places or the most unique place that you guys been to? Like the hotel was kind of weird, you know. What
Hmm.
stands out?
I'm trying to like brainstorm. I feel like they did a good job. So most of the places we were at were pretty bougie. Like it was weird because like I didn't know this. Like so like on tour, like we don't shower on the bus because they're bougier than that. So we shower in hotels. So they book a hotel and you have to go there at night to like shower. But since I'm the only girl, I had to like basically I have my own separate situation.
Separate. Oh yeah.
But it's kind of weird though, because we finished the show and like finishing cleaning up at like midnight. So it's weird because like you just go into this hotel like at midnight and then it's like, okay, go take your shower and get back on the bus. And so like I know it's always like it was a weird, different experience, but then it was like I mean it feels good to be clean, but it was just like weird because it's like, oh yeah, here's your key now. Take a shower and hurry up.
Well, the 5 guys, y'all can go in this room. And Wande, you can just go in this room.
Yeah, it was blessed. They were like,
and
okay.
you go, later, suckers. Love y'all. See ya.
Yeah, so that was the benefit of it. So I was like, I'm not complaining at all.
All right. How's the snack situation on the bus? Like, who eats the most snacks on the bus?
Who would eat the most snacks? Probably.
I was not Teddy yet. If he does, just like keep pinching his cheeks and be like.
I feel like McCray, he be eating a lot. I don't know. There's just like a life supply of snacks, so everybody
and everybody has like a high metabolism. I mean, all that energy that you guys sweat on stage. But do you actually work out though? Are you like exercising and working out at the same time? The same way that you treat your voice? Do you treat your body the same way?
Yeah, I know KB. He likes to exercise, so he'll be getting up and running a little bit. It's just kind of everybody on your own.
What about you?
No, I'm not an exerciser. I like to dance, so I'll dance. But I'm trying to get
sweat it out.
Yeah, I need to get fitness into my life, so I'm trying to implement that so that way I can be on fleek for tour season.
All right, cool. You have 2 more songs, right? You have 1 more song or 2 more songs?
I have 1 more with Happy.
All right. So before we go to Happy, I want to talk about your future plans. Again, what can you divulge? You talked about your app, but would it be long term or short term? I want to talk about where do you see your music impacting? What type of reach do you want to have with your ministry? That's like your personal goals, your personal vision in terms of the future for you.
Yeah, so like for instance, I dropped a song called No Cap. So like I honestly don't put any caps on my life. So honestly, wherever God wants to take it, it's already technically global, but if it reaches like the masses, like I'm not complaining, Yeah. So basically I want to go as far as God wants me to go. So I'm not putting any cap. I know some people are like, oh, I just want to stay small and I don't want, but for me, it's like if we can do it big and God approves, then we're gonna do it big. So that's my goal. We're just gonna keep going until we reach our limits.
All right, cool. So we'll be checking back with you in about 2 or 3 years. We'll see some new stuff from Wande. All right, guys, tell us where you're from. Just let us know where you guys are locked on from while she plays her last song. That's the end of the questions. Woo!
All
right, so we're gonna play. All right, what song are you gonna play for us? Are you gonna play No Cap or?
I'm gonna do a song called Happy today. So
are you gonna sing it live again for us?
Yes, I'm gonna do it live for us. So that's a lot of fun.
Jacksonville. So I should start something to hear you guys out. Jacksonville is in. Who else is on? Thank you guys so much for logging on. You guys got to hear a little bit of her past.
All right, let's get it started.
Hold on. From Houston, Puerto Rico, Jacksonville.
Okay, let's go.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. I just wanna feel elevated. Yeah. Wake up in the morning, say goodbye to morning. Wanna feel that levitation. Yeah. Be on cloud 9, feel like I'm flying, but I'm in a situation. Yeah. Enemy is crying, out of me is dying. Happiness and imitation. Yeah. Heard you speak about joy and I want an invitation. Yeah. Something inside of that enemy. Long as the live set free. I've been torn down, I got all this pain. Feel like I'm locked in chains. Hurt so bad. I just wanna be so happy. But I need to come grab me. I just wanna wait, this thing's skipping. I just wanna be happy. Yeah, hey, yeah. I wanna be I just wanna be happy. Yeah, hey, yeah. So help me be I just wanna be happy. Yeah, hey, yeah. I wanna be I just wanna be happy. Yeah. Yeah, so help me. Hey, I need the happiness that comes from above. Like, it's deeper than the feelings we receive from all the things that we have. I got to enjoy the last, yeah, it's never leaving. So I still feel content with things, so go the way I'm thinking. Oh, the way we feel is so deceiving. You ain't even know. Follow your heart, you might make the right choice. People yelling, but you always got that still small voice. Got P, never drive me insane. Always staying the same. Yeah. Long since the list set free. I've been torn down, I got all this pain. Feel I'm not in chains. Hurt so badly. I just wanna be so happy. Yeah. Cause I just wanna be hey, yeah. I wanna be I just wanna be happy. Yeah. Hey, so help me be I just wanna be happy. Yeah. Yeah. I wanna be I just wanna be happy. Yeah. But what does that mean? Hey.
Yeah, that beat is fire. So big shout out to all my DJs that locked on. I know we busted out some of your tunes today. My DJs were like anticipating this interview. They were all excited, like, I'm gonna play Wande tonight on radio. Like, Art Soul Radio. Hi guys for logging on.
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
She's back. She's back. So,
Yep.
Blog Network. Hi Anthony. Just hitting on some people. Thank you guys so much for logging on. Do y'all have any questions before we end off this live? Any questions? Make it civil. PG-13. In fact, PG-10 questions. Okay. Jesus is watching you. Behave yourself. Do y'all have any questions for Wande before we log off?
Let's see.
Pretty nice, decent interview. Hi, Nizel. Yo. we have plans for the next big show in a few years' time, 1 or 2 years. So my dream is to just bring all of y'all, all of the 116 crew. Like when I talked to Teddy today, she's like, I was like, Teddy, you know my dream. He's like, oh yeah, don't worry, I got you. I want to bring all of y'all down. That would just be crazy. That would just be super crazy. Yeah. Any music video? How long did it take you to write your most recent record?
I'm trying to figure out what the last song I wrote on there. I don't even know the last song I wrote. But the whole situation was probably a combination of 6 months, but each song was like one day, and then I'd follow up another day and finish it. So I would say like each song I created it in a day. Then I would have it sit in my demo folder. Then whenever I felt like working on it again, I would take another day, and that was my writing day, and I would finish writing all the lyrics. Then I'd have another day that was recording day with my engineer Connor. So then we go back and re-record everything like legitimately in a controlled environment.
Yeah.
That's kind of like how everything went. So I would say each song is a 3-day process of demo, real writing, and then real recording. Yeah.
Yeah, re-recording and then mastering, sending it off to master. Any more questions? Can you give me advice for rapping? Practice.
Yeah, practice. Tell stories. Like people love stories. Try to connect. Like so with punchlines, like connect things that people wouldn't normally connect. Think of a word that rhymes, and then figure out how that makes sense to connect to each other. And that's how you make punchlines.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So thank you so much, Wande. It was fun. It was nice. One day you'll come to the Caribbean. One day. Have you ever been to the Caribbean? You've ever been to Barbados or Jamaica?
Oh, yeah, I've been like 2 years ago. It was a lot of fun.
Where did you go to? Barbados?
I went to a lot of places. I've been to like almost everywhere.
Jamaica, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Antigua.
Yeah, so I've been because I've been on multiple like cruises, and then we would stop there.
Stop.
So, so we had multiple stops, and so, but it was definitely a lot of fun. Jamaica was definitely a lot of fun, but yeah, I love it all.
I've been to Jamaica. It was really nice. If you ever stop off in Trinidad, you know who to hook up. I'll be like, hey, call me. I will carry you for doubles and roti and real coconut, like real cold coconut, you know. So it was pretty fun. All right. So guys, thank you so much. We're not taking more questions. We're done. We're done. All right. Trinidad is out. Thank you so much, Wande. And yeah, we're on the Zoom. So the Zoom was recorded. Don't log off on Zoom yet. We'll just take a little picture quick and then we'll log off on Zoom. Thank you. Right. Wait. Oh, before we go, I usually like to end off with prayer, and I like to have the artists pray. So if you can end off in prayer for like everybody's watching, just anything that's on your heart, the Lord lays on your heart. Because everybody here, we're in quarantine. We want the world to heal. That's what I'm praying for. And I mean, the devil really thought that he got it, but he didn't, because now all the families are stronger, and we know that strong families make strong churches.
Yeah.
So we're coming back with full force. The enemy is just ridiculous. It's so stupid. So yeah, busting a prayer for us. And yeah, let's go. Everybody close your eyes. I can see you. Close your eyes, bow your heads. Let's go. We're going in.
Dear God, thank you just so much for bringing us here today to do this interview. I just pray for everybody out here. I just pray that you remind them that you are the true source of just their sustenance, and you're the true source of just providing for them. I know everybody may be kind of fearful right now because of quarantine and maybe loss of jobs, loss of income, but I pray that you just reveal to them that you are their provider and that you will always be there for them, and that you just provide a way, you know, make a way and open their eyes to just ways that they can now be able to make it out here, Lord. And I just pray for everybody as well, just for safety and health over people's families. If anybody is struggling, I pray for just for renewed health over their life. And for people who are still healthy, I just can pray for continued health overall. But just thank you so much for everybody out here. I just pray that you bless their life and just continue to remind them that you're with them, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen and amen. Everyone be safe. Be safe. And yes, loss of jobs, it's a big thing financially. It's really a big struggle. But Jehovah Jireh, he's our provider. I pray that your cupboards will never be empty and you have more than enough to help our neighbors and our friends. Amen. Booyah. All right, cool. Bye. Bye, guys. Trinidad out. Yay. That was pretty quick and it was fun. It was cute.
Okay.
All right. So Wande, smile. I'm gonna take like a little screen.
Sorry, I gotta plug in my headphones again.
Something. How do you do a screenshot?
All right.
I'm gonna take a picture with your headset on. Take a print screen.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, one second. I'm like, let me expand this.
Fix it here.
Okay. Now I can see.
So the Spanish view.
Okay.
I think I got this.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. It was so fun doing this.
No problem.
It's Friday night. I can't wait to go and eat my tacos as well, so don't worry. Like tacos and chicken and yeah. But tell everyone hi for me.